Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, sports bettors, day traders, and all of you other people out there. Sports fans, welcome to Last Minute Betting with the Sports Nutz, April 24th, 2025. We got NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs to talk about, and the NFL draft going into day 2. We're brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors worldwide. That's across the world, folks. And you know what? All kinds of other stuff going on here, too. Don't forget, got the BetMGM, the Fanatics links in the description below. Like this show, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would appreciate it very much. And also, don't forget that we do have live chat available, okay? If you're on X, appreciate you coming in. If you're on Twitch, thanks for joining us. And if you're on YouTube, thanks for joining us. As you can readily see, I am in my St. Louis Blues jersey. Vladimir Tarasenko happens to be the last St. Louis Blue to have a hat trick in the playoffs until Pavel Buchnevich did it last night. And the Blues beat Winnipeg 7-2 and are back in this series. And Justin, guess what we're doing Sunday?
But you guys are going to the game, right?
Yes, sir, baby. And we are pumped. We are pumped. Can't
yeah,
wait.
there was no doubt that they, at least for our sake, I mean, regardless, we were going to have fun. It was going to be all good. But I just didn't want to be going to the game and we're down 3-0. And at that point, I mean, again, anything can still happen. We see it in hockey a lot. A team goes up 3-0 and then, you saw it in the Stanley Cup Finals. The Panthers damn near blew a 3-0 lead. They were up 3-0 on Edmonton. Edmonton won 3 in a row and forced it to a Game 7. Obviously, the Panthers survived, but anything could happen. But I definitely didn't. I just had a feeling if the Blues go down 3-0, it's a 1-8 matchup. If you're an 8 seed, you're probably not going to upset a 1 seed, being down 3-0. So the Blues did exactly what they needed to do last night. They got on the board early, got themselves an early goal. And then after the early goal, they decided we need to add another one, which was huge because a 1-goal lead with Winnipeg's probably not safe, for what it's worth. Then they go up 3-0. And that was a huge win for him. No two ways about it. And a dominant performance. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, let's be honest. As an 8 seed and a 1 seed matchup, that was about as dominant of a performance from an 8 seed against a 1 seed as I've seen. I mean, they absolutely dominated them. Hellebuck, I mean, what do you think, Bob? You think he's winning?
Here's what I
think
heard.
He's winning the Vezina Trophy again this year, possibly.
Oh yeah, he is. But here's what I heard. The phrase was going around. The question in Manitoba last night. What the fuck, Hellebuck?
That's what I was saying about the Blues.
What is up, Lucas?
Because our Panthers are out to a 2-0 lead. So
I get it, Tristan, but this is a 1-8 matchup. And I mean, an 8, they whipped the best team in hockey's ass.
Exactly.
I mean, that's
ass. And you know what? I guarantee you, we'd whip some Panther ass.
Listen,
get it on.
Don't. You still got to win one series before you go talking all shit. So
I can talk shit all I want, son.
You really can't.
I started watching hockey before you were ever thought of.
Yeah, that just shows how much of a boomer he is.
That's right. I am a boomer, and I'm fucking proud of it too.
Why are you on? You're on Tristan so much about hockey these days, man.
Because
he tries to
hear about
his team, he knows his team is shit.
Yes, to be fair though, Justin, Tristan is all about his Panthers.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is an example. we can't even give the Blues kudos for dominating the best team in all the NHL without bringing up the Panthers. Tristan's like, nope.
It's ridiculous.
No, but that's all good. Hey, I'm happy for the Panthers. I'm good for them. Great win for them as well. But
that was a dirty hit, and I hope Hagel gets suspended.
That's a tough one, and I don't know how long Barkov's out.
I don't think he's going to be out. He's not going to miss a playoff game.
Well, then that's good.
Are you a Blues fan, Mike?
You're fine.
What's that?
Are you a Blues fan?
Yes, I am technically a Blues fan. I just am not.
Technically, Mike, you're a Blues fan.
I am a Blues fan. Yes, I am.
Even he's trying to hide from it. Even Mike is trying to hide from it.
No, I just don't. I don't have to gloat.
No. You hesitated.
No.
You hesitated. You're not a real Blues fan, bro.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, I'm a Blues fan.
I never thought you were because you're not a Cardinals fan.
No, I just
Cardinals fan.
No one wants to be
the Cardinals suck, though. I mean, I don't have any desire to sit here and discuss a team that sucks, you know?
Right.
Like, even if it is my team, you
I don't
know?
think
Like,
anyone wants to be a Cardinals fan.
There's no, well, come on, man. They've won 11 World Series, man. You act like the Cardinals organization's garbage. I mean,
They pretty much are right now.
Right now, yes, but as a whole, name me two teams that have won more World Series. You can't.
Dodgers.
Well, I
No,
mean,
they haven't.
if they won that World Series, you think they would be like a team where players want to go, but they clearly don't want to go there. Right?
Okay, so now hang on. Since the DeWitts,
nobody wants to go there now because
Let me talk. Let me finish this statement here. When the DeWitts bought the Cardinals, since they bought them, I believe the Cardinals have won either the second or third most games in all of baseball since that time. Now that's 1996. That's almost 30 years. Okay. But you know what? More than the Dodgers and only
100%.
Yankees. I think only the Yankees have won more.
It's only the Yankees. That's
and
it.
The Cardinals didn't go out and buy their team. All right. They actually fucking,
talk your shit.
Because
they didn't have Albert Pujols and all these guys.
Albert Pujols was drafted by the Cardinals. They traded for Jim Edmonds. They traded for Scott Rowland. No, they didn't go out and buy him. Here, millions of dollars. Here you go, Ohtani. Fuck that.
Man,
I mean, right now nobody wants to go to the Cardinals, but it's not because of the Cardinals' reputation as an organization. That's absurd. It's I mean,
oh wow,
it has nothing to do with that. Lucas go. Well, he's a Cubs fan. I mean,
but he's gonna have to be banned if he keeps that shit up.
Oh my God.
But I mean, nobody wants to go to a bad team. If the Yankees were trash, who would want to go to the Yankees? Nobody. If the Red Sox are trash, nobody wants to go there. I mean, the Dodgers.
Like the Marlins.
The Dodgers
weren't a Marlins game.
The Dodgers have had stints where they weren't very good. Nobody wanted to go play for the Dodgers. I mean, it happens with all teams in baseball. And part of it is no salary cap.
Let's go to the NFL draft. We got to get there. We'll do some NBA playoffs. Huh?
Said no one cares about let's talk about how about the playoff games that are tonight, NBA and NHL.
We're gonna get there, okay? When you host this show, then you'll dictate in what order we do things.
I know Justin wants to talk about the draft.
Exactly. I'm trying to get Justin in on this.
Yeah, okay? Yeah. Well, let's give Justin the floor for a few. Bob, you take the lead, and we'll let Justin.
Here's the lead, Justin. I already know what you're going to say. Tell me how pissed off you are at the Chargers for picking a running back that, guess what, Jim Harbaugh won it.
Well, I'm not as pissed as you think. I do see the value in getting a running back because they let J.K. Dobbins walk, and we've seen with like the Detroit Lions, for example, they got their bruiser, big body running back in Montgomery, and then their speedster and Gibbs. I think this Chargers team can kind of be similar to that. I mean, Najee Harris coming to us now, he's actually running behind a good offensive line, not a trash line like the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they got this speedster rookie, which will he be good? I don't know. I hope the hell he is, though. He better be, because we did take him over a really good receiver prospect who I did think the Chargers should have taken. I mean, yeah. But here's my problem with the pick, though. So if J.K. Dobbins was as good as Bob said he was last year, because he was like touting him all year long, so why did we let him walk then? If he was so good, why did we let him walk?
I don't know. You have to ask Jim Harbaugh that.
Well,
I wasn't in the draft.
I think I have an answer for that, and I think it's an obvious answer, because J.K. Dobbins was never going to be the future running. It was a rental,
right? Exactly.
I think he was a rental for a bridge to, hey, let's get somebody that can give us some carries, albeit if he stays healthy, which he did for enough of the year. At least they made the playoffs. So I think they looked at it as, let's get somebody that if he's healthy, we know he's going to be reliable, get us in the end zone. And is he going to be one of the best running backs in the game? No, but he's going to be good enough to keep us competitive to win football games.
And I want to interject here with this, Mike. Colston Loveland, who Harbaugh wanted, he was not going to slide down to where the Chargers were picking. He went to the Bears at 10. Why
do the Bears want him? I don't get that at all.
I don't have any idea. And then Tyler Warren also went. So
they need a tight end really bad. Caleb Williams needs a good security blanket there.
He got Cole Kmet, though. Cole Kmet was reliable.
This kid's gonna be way, way, way better.
Well, whatever the case may be,
this kid's gonna be probably pretty good.
I think the reason the Chargers went running back is that there wasn't a tight end that they wanted. And in Herbert's rookie year, when he set the offensive rookie record, offensive rookie of the year, or whatever he was. He had, I know it was Hunter Henry, but Hunter Henry had the second. He had the second. I just looked this up the other day. He had the second most catches on the team. If Herbert needs a tight end, yes.
If it's a tight end, a good pass catcher. That's what the hell.
No, he needs a tight end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good pass catching tight end.
Loveland would have been that guy, and I think he's going to be a really good tight end, dude. I mean,
I didn't see him going top 10 though. My God,
I'm not shocked at all, dude. I mean, if you're looking at it from the aspect, I mean, look at what Brock Bowers, and a lot of people were unsure about Brock Bowers last year. Now everybody, what a.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm never worried about him.
I thought he was going to be. I did too. But there was a lot of people that were like, I don't know if Brock Bowers is going to be that great of a tight end. They were kind of uncertain, and pretty good.
I tell you this, I'm fine with them going running back here because I guess we do kind of need one. But yeah, if they do not pick a skill player, pass catcher, whatever in the second and third round, then you're gonna see me get pretty freaking pissed off because, like I said, they go into this season with their best pass catchers as Ladd McConkey and Quentin Johnston. You can just go to hell if that's the case.
Well, the good news is.
Oh, really, Bob? Really?
No, I'm talking to your boy here.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it. We got a fight in the chat here.
Oh boy,
the private chat.
Oh boy. Here's the good news, Justin. The Chargers have done well with drafting receivers second, third round and having success. Keenan Allen, what was he, third round draft pick? Maybe, I don't remember if he was second or not. I think he dropped to the third. Ladd McConkey, we have had success with drafting really good receivers in the mid rounds. And maybe we can do that. Maybe we can do it again. They just did it last year with McConkey. I know it's hard to replicate that, 2 years in a row, but I mean, maybe they're onto something and they are able to scout receivers really well and get value for them with where you draft them,
I can only say one thing. Let's go Blues.
I can agree with that. I hope they pick somebody in, whether it is a tight end or a receiver in the second or third round. I think that can be, and it is pretty deep this year, so I think that could be valuable.
All right, let's give a little shout out to Tristan. Great call for Wild. He actually had them plus 1.5.
Oh, I did? I don't remember.
You said plus 1.5. But Stephen Batts has said took it as minus 1.5. But
there you go.
Nice. Credit where credit's due. So,
I forgot about that play, dude, to be honest. I make so many plays a day that it's tough to keep track. But
use a bet tracker.
Hey, how about them Clippers? Dominated.
Why don't you use some common sense, Bob?
I gave y'all Clippers money line and Maple Leafs money line.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they won. I got one more thing about this NFL draft before we move on from it.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, okay. I am pissed, though. Here's one thing I am pissed about. The Packers drafting a receiver in the first round.
Why do you care?
Because they never did it for Rodgers. So why are they doing it now? You know what? I'll tell you something. So the general manager of the Packers, Brian Gutekunst, I think his name is, right? He actually plays golf here in Vancouver. I actually saw him one time. I went up to him and I told him exactly how I felt about him. I really did. Because he's a piece of crap.
Okay. All right. I'm glad you got that off your chest.
Yes.
I really am. I'm happy for you.
And let's see who the Saints picked up the first round. Calvin Banks Jr. You guys know if he's any good?
I mean, he's a lineman. I mean, it's not going to be a pick that you're going to just be like wowing over right now, but you could be, because he is. He's a lineman. You never know. I mean, Chargers drafted Joe Alt last year, and it was kind of like, okay. I mean, great move, Yeah. So and he's a tackle. So this guy's a tackle they drafted. So you gotta have those.
I don't know
why.
Offensive
line's important.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know why though people are still saying that the Chargers need to build their own line. Like, yeah, they could use a left guard. Yes, but that's literally it. Like the line's built.
They're built now, yeah. Last year though, drafting Joe Alt was a smart play. I mean, I don't have any issues with that. But no, I mean he's a tackle, so Steven Batts, you guys need to not. Yeah, there really isn't no reason to fear the Clippers on the spread, but to play it safe for the parlay's sake, I felt like we could go that route. And now we're starting to see some underdogs win in the NHL. Panthers won last night. They were plus odds. Blues won last night. They were plus odds. Minnesota won last night. They were plus odds. I mean,
all right. So let's talk about tonight.
Starting to get interesting now. Yeah, we like plus odds, man. Let's get some of these because their first few games, it felt like the favorites were winning every game.
Let's talk about tonight then.
Let's get into it.
Let's talk about what we got here. I mean, we've got Washington. We 2 games lead in each one of these series. Does Montreal make it 2-1? Does New Jersey make it 2-1? Does Edmonton make it 2-1? What do you guys think?
I'm not really crazy about any of these games, to be honest.
I mean, these 2 series in particular, the Canadiens, Capitals, Devils, Hurricanes. I feel like one of these 2 you're seeing a sweep.
Yeah.
I mean, A lot of people were heavy on New Jersey at the beginning of the year. I was never sold on New Jersey in the Eastern Conference. I've been a bad take now. I thought the Rangers may be better than New Jersey. That wasn't the case. But I also looked towards Carolina and Toronto. Those were the two teams I really liked coming into the year in the East. And unfortunately, I think that New Jersey or Montreal, one of them's getting swept.
Montreal gets
Montreal is going to get swept, to be honest.
Okay, we're once again you and I in disagreement.
Caleb Williams is the last good owner the Packers have.
Martin St. Louis is the coach of the Montreal Canadiens. He is not going to. First of all, game 2, Logan Thompson made some unbelievable saves, or Montreal wins that game. They're at home. It's in Montreal.
Great ice in Montreal.
Yes,
great ice. You always like playing hockey in one of those.
I think Montreal gets it.
One of those arenas, probably so. I mean, they've got some speed. I mean, and playing in Montreal, that ice is really good in Montreal, and they've got guys that are equipped to skate well. So.
Honestly, I think Montreal feels like St. Louis did. They could have won both games.
Yeah, they were in it.
Yeah, we're in both.
New Jersey, I don't know, man. I don't know that I can trust New Jersey. Carolina's pretty well controlled both of those games pretty decently.
I'm with you on Carolina. I'll go with you there. What do you guys think? Carolina
I think Carolina wins tonight.
Okay. What about?
I don't know if they get the sweep, but they might drop one game, just to keep the fans happy.
Yeah, maybe they get one eventually.
Drinking, Justin, is that pickle juice?
Oh my God!
No, it's vodka.
It's water. It's water. It's in a pickle jar, yes, but it's water.
He's drinking pickle shots. I want to kid you.
I'm straight edge. How many times do I have to tell you that? I mean, come on.
I take Kings money line. Yeah, I mean, the only worry with the Kings tonight is the fact they're so much different on the road than at home, and I think Edmonton's going to come out really, really, really hot tonight. So I would not be shocked if Edmonton at least gets this game, I honestly wouldn't be shocked if Edmonton gets both of them at home. But I do still think Kings win that series. But I have no feel. I'm staying away from that game, Steven. I loved the Kings in games 1 and 2. I think I'll sit this game out in game 3. Can't really give you anything there. I'd rather sit this one out.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Mike.
Yeah, it's just a tough call tonight. You hate
Edmonton's backs are against the wall right now, so
right. Desperation
time. Stanley Cup. Their backs were against the wall, and they came back and pushed it to a game 7. So,
yeah, Edmonton's not going out easy. So,
boy, do I remember that ride last year? My God,
at least we won
every second of every game. Your attitude went from great to terrible, just constantly. How can you watch a sport like that and go up and down constantly?
That's what sports is, dude.
Yeah, you.
Hey, man, we just like your Blues. Like you always hype them up, and you're like, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God! Shit! What do we do? What do we do?"
I don't. You don't hear that from me. That's in my own fucking world, bro. I don't let anybody else in on that shit. Except Michael hear me, and my wife will hear me. I root when I root, but I don't let anybody else know how fucking crazy I am when I root. I'll just put it that way.
Oh, I do. I really don't care.
I know you don't. I know you don't. Just if ever the Panthers and the Blues ever play in the postseason,
I'm gonna let you hear it, boy.
I'm gonna block you. All right. How do you go from winning by 4 to losing 2 in a row. I don't know.
If you're talking about the Kings, is that what he's referring to? Because their road record is below 500, the Kings. They're not. They were not a good road team in the regular season.
Yeah, you got to go Edmonton tonight, man.
No, I would not be shocked if the Kings won tonight because I love the Kings to win this series. But before I bet them on the road, I got to see what they've got because I don't trust them on the road. I trusted them at home for sure. First 2 games, I loved it. I figured they'd win both of them.
You were right.
I did. But now I got to sit this one out.
About his Panthers.
I got to see if they corrected, their issues of playing bad on the road in the regular season. Because some teams, when it comes playoff time, all of a sudden they start playing on the road good, and they weren't a great road team in the regular season. But I got to see it to believe it before I put any money on them.
They weren't a good road team.
But I'm not putting no money on Edmonton either.
Who's a good road team?
Who?
Said Panthers weren't a good road team this season.
Panthers weren't. They were better than LA a little bit.
How do we go from Edmonton and LA back to the Panthers?
Oh my God!
I thought that's who you were saying.
No,
Bob, you made
talking about the Kings. The Kings. I'm riding the Kings. I'm not riding the Kings tonight. I'm taking Edmonton. I got a 2-leg parlay at plus 177. Carolina and Edmonton money.
Well, Justin, he does have a point. We're literally talking about the Kings and the Oilers, and we just all of a sudden we're back to the Panthers. It's like,
well, it's because you guys were talking about teams that had bad road stretches.
He was talking about that, not you guys.
But Bob's.
I wasn't talking about it.
No, Mike was.
I know, and I was just putting in my 2 cents in.
Yeah, I know.
The team I watch.
It was about 2 cents
No,
worth.
but okay, you are right in terms of the Panthers were not really great on the road, but I trust them on the road they just won the first 2 on the road in the playoffs.
Okay, but they weren't under 500 on the road.
No.
Okay. The Kings were 17, 19, and 5. The Panthers were 20, 19, and 2. Okay.
Okay, wow. One game
below 500. Here, let me explain something to you. If you want to be a playoff team, you play 500 or if you can play 500 on the road, fine, and you win your games at home. That's usually the way it works, man. 500 or better, or 500 on the road if you can get there. Below 500 teams don't usually go far on the road, and the Kings are not advancing.
And again, the Panthers just won 2 games on the road against Tampa Bay. And they're the defending Stanley Cup champs, so I'm willing to back them on the road. I can't trust the Kings yet because I don't want to throw no money on it.
They got the key to the whole series. They got the key to their whole season. They got Brad Marchand. If they wouldn't have gotten him, who knows what would happen.
Season would have been over, right?
He's the make or break point of the whole fucking organization.
I mean, I don't know how you can argue with it right now. He's getting into the craw of Tampa Bay, who is a very good home team.
Yeah, he's a rat. He's a rat head. That's what he is.
He's one of those guys that you can't stand him, but if he's on your team, you're cool with him because
the Panthers got a bunch of rats.
Yeah, just like the Blues do.
Look at Maddox back there.
Hey, what's up, bro?
What's up?
Maddox said he doesn't think Florida can beat Winnipeg 7-2. You gonna talk crap to him too?
No, go ahead, Tristan. He'll go ahead, get him. Don't let him disrespect your team like that, man.
You're ignoring their ability to score crazy goals. If anything, the over should be good. Yeah.
I get it, Steven. I'm all for the Kings. I'm not sure about throwing any money on them again after they've already helped me out twice. I think I'd rather sit out this one. I don't know, man. I just got a weird feeling.
Let's get to the NBA and what's on tap tonight. There are 2 players out for Boston. Is that correct?
Tatum.
And
Tatum.
anybody else?
And Jaylen Brown's available.
Jaylen Brown.
They're actually saying Tatum and Brown are available to play in Game 3. So,
okay. Well, the line's 5.5 now. It was 4.5 earlier, so that must be indicative of the fact that maybe they are both playing.
Yeah.
Actually, the line's 6 right now. So there you go.
Morant is out for the next game.
And my goodness, what about that Porzingis shot to the head the other night?
I mean, I'm not seeing. I got to find something more. I mean, I'm seeing a few hours ago some posts. It doesn't look like.
Yeah.
I look at.
It doesn't look like it looks like Tatum's already been ruled out.
No, go to Underdog. They're on Underdog NBA News. They'll send like notifications that I just got it now 10 minutes ago. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown available to play in Game 3. So that's assuming that if they need him desperately, they'll put them in.
I was looking to see if there's any posts on X about.
It says he's upgraded to questionable, so it's going to be a game time decision.
Well, that's what I'm getting from NBA Underdog NBA, and they're very trustworthy. So
yeah, it's very possible something's changed the line a little bit.
Questionable means that he's probably going to play some. It's like in the NFL.
No, he may be confirmed. I mean, this, yeah, it's confirmed. It is confirmed they are both playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100% confirmed. I mean, you all you got to do is look on X right now, and it's already news is already all over the place. They're both in.
All right. So who wins this game tonight? Boston, right?
Boston.
Okay. Is this this is the time to take the Celtics on the money line, don't you think?
I think Orlando's
probably. Still waiting for Boston to let down at some point. I think you know how they are, man. Sometimes they play down.
That's true. They can't. All right, let's go to Indiana and Milwaukee. Yeah, I think this is a Milwaukee game, guys. What do you think?
Yeah. I think so too.
All right.
What do you think, Justin?
I'd say more than likely they will win, but I would not be shocked though if Indiana wins, though.
Same here. This is another one that's really tough because you'd like to think Milwaukee at home, they definitely got to come out strong.
Dame's playing, right?
You know, he played last game and it didn't matter much.
Right. Okay.
Well, based on the lines for Dame, his points are at 21.5. I took that over. So
did you? Oh, well, I mean, and then if that happens, Tristan, then that's probably.
I mean, that's
probably means Milwaukee wins.
It is, but you gotta take into consideration he's coming back from injury. So
right, exactly. Right. He's only it's only a
second game minutes back. Restriction. And
all right, Lakers T-Wolves. Randall's all over the Lakers tonight. What do you guys think?
Lakers, not even a question.
Really? Okay.
I just don't think.
Go, Justin. Get him, Justin.
I think the Lakers definitely cover, but I can't be certain about the money line. But I think the Lakers have a chance because the T-Wolves are actually not as good at home than you would think. So
you could say something. Go ahead. You got to say it loud. They're not fast enough for Ant. They don't. The Lakers don't have anybody to stop Ant.
We got to remove Tristan real quick. He just messed. His computer died.
Oh, okay.
I removed him real quick.
All right.
Now what did Maddox say?
He said that the Lakers don't have anybody to cover Ant.
That is true.
Not fast enough.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Justin, you don't think our Lakers win tonight? No.
Well, I think they can. I'm not like certain they will for sure. But I think if you made me pick, I would say Lakers by a hair. I'd say.
Okay.
Okay. No, he's a friend of ours.
But he's a Cubs fan.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
He can.
Here's what I think. I think that the Lakers win tonight.
Okay.
I think the Lakers win tonight.
I'm with you. And so we got a parlay there of Celtics, Bucks, Lakers on the money line plus 419. We'll take that.
Glad
So
everybody.
go
I'm
ahead.
glad everybody's thinking that.
Well, everybody except for Maddox.
What?
We're all picking the Lakers, and you're picking
Maddox ain't on the Lakers tonight.
Listen, if Orlando and Minnesota win, you guys should trust in me.
What'd he say?
To win, you guys should have trusted me. That is true, but we're thinking that they're not. Now we could be wrong. You know, Justin's been known to be wrong. Okay.
Well, yeah, we've all been known to be wrong, but Justin's came through plenty of times with some dubs as well. So
I know. I'm just giving him trouble.
Whoa,
he definitely has come through with some dubs many times.
All right, we got anything else? Because I'm ready to go watch night 2 of the draft and find out where Shadir goes.
Yeah, why didn't the Steelers take him?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Overrated, I guess.
I mean, why not though? If you're the Steelers, I mean,
I don't know.
They could get Rodgers and Sanders, and hey, everybody thinks that this quarterback mentorship thing works. They could do that with Sanders. I mean,
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's who that is, Maddox. Yeah, Lucas. Maddox has got you. It snuffed you out there.
Yes.
He said, "Is that Eli's coach for baseball?"
Yes, it is. That's Lukey.
Oh,
said
there
Lukey.
we go.
Lucas, the Hoff.
We flipped me to the Oilers. Bats is going with the Oilers now. We flipped him. I honestly think the Oilers win tonight. I don't.
I know, man.
Sorry, Mike. I know you love.
That's fine. No. I just can't give you. You can't. I can't tell you who I would bet in this game because I'm rooting for the Kings, so I can rub it in your face. I was right and you were wrong.
All right, rub my nose in there. All right. You know what? All I know is I'm going to Game 4 in St. Louis, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.